Find out how easy it is to get quick but pretty decent time lapses with the Insta360 Go 2 here in this video. And now with the added features of better resolution and bitrate data capture of the Go 2 and the extra battery power in the case, you can get some epic long time lapses too. But there's something missing, which I think Insta360 needs to fix. To find out more, you're going to want to watch this video. So let's go to. So when you're doing a time-lapse video, you're supposed to have all of your settings on manual so your camera doesn't correct for any of the settings. So ISO, focus, aperture, shutter speed, all on manual. And whereas you couldn't do that with the Go, you can with this Go 2, mostly anyway. But why would you want to when super quickly the Go 2 can do it all for you? That's the beauty of the Go 2 system. A tiny camera like this Go 2 offers a lot of flexibility now compared to the previous Go, but using that flexibility is not what I'm recommending here. The Go 2 has a built-in autopilot and it's even more capable than the Go to figure out all of these things for you. Let me show you how it does a pretty amazing job to produce time lapses that you'll be proud to show and share. Let's walk through the different settings. You can see I use this gooseneck mounted on the roof, and there's lots of ways you can do this, including the sticky grip mount or just the Go 2 itself if you've got a magnetic surface like a lamppost or a table leg to stick it to. And here's the thing, the case offers two advantages to making an epic time lapse. First, it has the built-in tripod thread, which is awesome for mounting. And second, it has a built-in battery, meaning you can have the time lapse going for up to 3 hours now. Actually 150 minutes, slightly less, to get some really nice time lapse footage of a really decent length. Just remember, the case is not waterproof. So if it's wet out or you're expecting there to be a heavy dew as the temperature falls, if you're shooting outside at dusk to get a sunset, then perhaps just stick to the newly waterproof Go 2 to make sure you get a decent time lapse without getting water damage to your case. Okay, first, there are a few ways to get this going. You can control this completely using the case options to select your settings, but in this video, I'm going to fire up the Insta360 app. I'm using an iPhone 11 Pro Max here to connect to and control the Go 2. Okay, once it's connected, you can see the menu row here. Select mode and choose time lapse from the options presented. The next important option to select is interval, and you'll need to figure out which works best for you according to the scene you're going to shoot. Low intervals make time go more slowly. On other cameras, I like using 2 to 3 second intervals, and the lowest interval on the original Go was 15 seconds. But now I can go as low as 0.5 seconds with the Go 2, which is just phenomenal. Let me choose 2 seconds here, which is still going to be pretty smooth, but enable me to get a nice sense of time passing quickly, where you see the smoothest movement as time progresses. Long breaks between intervals will make the footage faster. Now, here's the thing that needs to be fixed or improved. On the original Go, you could also select recording length. This varies on the original Go from 10 minutes to 1 hour for 15-second shot intervals, but the recording length options changed according to the shot interval length you chose. So longer intervals give you longer recording lengths to choose from, up to what looked like 8 hours. Now, it doesn't look like you can do that on the Insta360 Go 2 app, which is an oversight on the part of Insta360, which I think they need to fix via firmware. And I couldn't find any option for choosing recording length via the case options either, so that's not an option. What it does give you is a readout on how long the time lapse has been going for and how long your saved exported video is going to be. So that's something. But there doesn't appear to be a way of setting and forgetting this and then coming back later once the camera has auto switched off once it's got to a recording length that you're happy with. Having said all this, the output you do get from the Go 2 is rather lovely. Here's one shot with 2 second intervals shot over about an hour, though I've shortened it so you're not stuck here forever. Keep watching for my final analysis and conclusion after this sample. So great results at 1440p resolution, but I think Insta360 has some work to do on making these options even more useful. In fact, they've also ceased the interval recording function for straight video on the Go 2 too, which is one of my more popular videos for the original Go. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why. I know at least one person who has commented that they need this function and won't upgrade to the Go 2 without it. If you've enjoyed this video on how to make a time lapse, you might also want to watch my first impressions review of the Insta360 Go 2, and there's plenty more to come. Share, like, applaud and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name is Saab Johal, your go-to guy, and latest in it.